Welcome to this look at quite a few new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday the 27th of November. We've got some new mods, we've got some updates. The map Run Plateau by LS Rowan Designs, that says it does need a new save game. The JCB Fast Track 4000 Icon by Ross N Mods. The JCB Fast Track 3000 by Ross N Mods. The Super Duty Pickup by Roughneck Modding Crew. The EuroMilk Bison LX 2400 by Bison V3 has had an update. The update is console release, so we'll have a look at that kind of first. And then the Karcher HDC 2734 trailer by GTX have all had updates. Right then, we're going to start in here on trailers. The update is this one here, the EuroMilk Bison LX 2400 8.03 megabytes download and 4 slots by Bison V3 46,700 for the base model. We've got, it starts with extension, you get it with that. It costs us 4,500, 24,000 litres or 20,000 litres are our options. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and then within those we've got some standard 2s, wide 2s. Again, go through the tyres, you'll find something you will like, probably. Ladder yes or no, license plate yes or no. Fairly straightforward trailer. That has been updated for console release. In front of me we have got the Modern Wall Set by naimog mod, 13.38 megabytes download, and there's 6s on each one. There are 3 separate ones. What I will say is, let's say the important bit, it's all important. You've got this section here, that section there, and that section on the end are the wall sections, because there are 3 sections on each one. It will make sense in a moment. All of the other ones are this one and this one, and that's the same on all 3. So the one that does change on all 3 is this wall section, whereas on the other ones it's not. Anyway, this wall section has like a garage door on it. This section here has a wall section with some plants, a small door, and a garage door. So this bit here is one section, that bit there is one section, and that bit there is the fence section. Build mode, down to our fences. Like I say, it make more sense when we actually have a look at them. So when we go to this one here, so as far as it goes when you're placing fencing, there's my first section, and then it says switch segment type. So I switch it there, that's the second segment type, that's the third segment type, but it's the first one on each one that gives you your fence, one side, wall the other. If we go to this one, that's the fence section or wall section, and the other 2 bits the same, and then this one here is that section there, which we can see already. So that's that one, that's that one. So if you want a perimeter wall with a fancy opening gateway that does that, or those and the wall, which obviously looks very cool as well, you can, and that's the third section. There you go. Modern wall set. Next we have got the Sell Everything by DMI 20mm Normandy. This has customization options. So this is 11.24 megabytes download, 7 slots, 50,000 to buy. Customization option, you've got a color option to change the wall colors, or this wood paneled option. If you go for the wood panelled option, doesn't matter what colour you've put, it will just do the wood panelling. Again, I'll show you that in just a moment. We can sell wood here as well, so it's pretty much anything you can bring here. Bring your goods, bring your palleted items. The whole point is it's a sell everything. Build mode, up to our factory section across the sell points, and you will find it just there. So if we go like this, and boom, that's what it looks like initially. We do our customization option, colourable or wood panel. If we go for colourable, and we change the colour, let's say we go yellow. If I then change my mind and say, actually, you know what, wood panel, it doesn't matter what the colour's set on, it will wood panel over the top, as I just said. So that, that in essence, that's it, and that's the sell point. Boom, for everything. Next, we come to these. This is the Hagenstedt tanks. This is by DH Modding. 3.28 megabytes download, 3 slots each. We have got this one here, which is a storage one that you go to and you fill up. 20,000 litre total capacity. As you can see, bottom right, I've got liquid fertiliser, solid fertiliser and herbicide in it. So you come to there, click on it, and you can pick how much of each item you want in there, and you can store all 3 at a time. But like I say, combined up to 20,000 litres, not 20,000 litres each. And then the water trough just here. The water trough, once placed, still charges you for water. So when you come here to get water, it will make you pay for it. If we come up and we go across to our containers, and you'll find them just there, 7,500 for the fertiliser tank, 250 for the water trough. That's the Hagenstedt tanks. Next, actually I haven't placed one of these because these were absolutely mental. This is the silage halls, 14.65 megabytes download, 6 slots each. We've got colour configuration is roof. These are by AAAmodding as well. We go into build mode and we go backwards to our silos. You will see here 475,000 for a silage clamp, a covered silage haul clamp. You think that's a lot, and then you see that one, $1 million. You're like, are you sure? But then I went to place one here. No, that's not going to work because that's the single. Look at the size of it. It's insane. Customization option, as I said, is the colour. That does the roof. So let's say we go orange, change the colour of the roof. If we come out of there and we go to the double, at the end of the day, you're just doubling what you had before. But $1 million for that. Is that, do you think it's overpriced? I don't know. Potentially. Anyway, that's what that is. That's the silage hauls. Next, we have got this. This is a rather nifty bit of kit. This is the container garage. A 9.64 megabytes download, 21 slots, 90,000 to buy. This is by Lancyboi. If we go into our build mode and we go across to our tools section, and just there for 90 grand. No customization option. Actually, I don't think there was. Note for colour or anything like that. It comes like this. Now you do have to go in through the main door first. We have got a hazard mark strip. This is quite handy because obviously bigger vehicles and that kind of thing. When we come inside here, we have got a light switch here, so we can turn on our shed lights. There's our trigger, but we can do that. We can do that. It's pretty nifty. And this is a repair and repaint as well. So we're going to our dealer options, bottom right, repair and repaint. So it's like a main workshop. A lot of the smaller workshops you place yourself are repair only, not repaint as well. Not that a lot of people bother. I mean, I say that's a sweeping statement. I would imagine there are a lot of people that do bother. If we come to the end here, we have got the option to open and close the shutters on this. So if you were to pack this up and move it, I mean, you can't move it. It's replaceable. There you go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Like a little transformer. Very cool indeed. That's the container garage by Lancyboi. Next we have got, did I put this up on the hill? I did, yes. This large building. This is the GDR Sheepbarn by Hellraiser. 21.97 megabytes download. It is 21 slots. 28,000 to buy. Now it says it holds 26 in its standard configuration. Now this has a customizable pen, so the pen can be extended. Now this is weird as well. Look, there's a light switch, and it looks like a proper. I can't. I'll go right to the other end, see if there's a light switch that end. I couldn't make it, but I bet it's the other end. Dialogue boxes here, feed triggers here. No, the light switch did. I don't know. I assume from that then they're automatic unless the light switch is broken potentially. We have got some sheeps in there, as you can see. But what's weird about it was it says 26. So let's go into build mode. Across to sheep. That's what we want. There we go. Sheep barn says 26. So if I go to place this, as I did with this one, it gives you option. Do you want to customize the pen to make it much larger if you want to? And I said no, thank you. We'll leave it as it is. So it should have said 26, or that's what that says. So I placed it in its standard configuration. It says 48. I'm sure it says 48. Exactly. See, the sheep agree. Yeah, I've got 18 out of 48 in there. I mean, that's not a bad thing. It's a good problem. It's not, and that's that. In essence, that's it. That's the thing. It's a big old sheep barn with customizable pen. I said the prices, didn't I? Yeah, 28,000, and then extend away to your heart's content. Lovely job. Next, we're going to go into here. I'll get one of these right one of these days. Who knows? Maybe when FS28 comes out. I'm not saying it's going to be called that. That's just an extrapolation. 22, 25. Yes, we jumped, didn't we? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't want to cause a riot. Now this is an odd one. I did get one of these out actually. We'll jump to it in just a second. So we've got this. This is the Fent 2200 kilogram by Ben. 1.18 megabyte download and 2 slots. When you click on it, it says mouse control, yes or no. I said yes. If you have the mouse control, you can then manually raise and lower it and tilt it if you want to. If you don't, it's just raise and lower. You just press circle, up and down it goes. And then it says bottom lights and top lights. And I changed that from bottom and top, and I went round and round this thing, and I couldn't see any lights on it. So I thought maybe it's just not showing here, but then when you get it, it will show it. I can't, there aren't any lights. So here we are. As I said, L1, raise and lower manually. So left L1, right stick up and down, right stick side to side. So we've got a manual raise and lower and tilt. If I turn the lights of the tractor on, I got nothing. So yeah, I don't know what the lights thing is. It wasn't showing. But anyway, that's the Fent 2200 kilogram. Next, over here, we have this, and this is a representative. This is the Framest, the most framey. This is the Framest Frapper pack. It's by Not Ready, AAAmodding and Framest KST. 35.84 megabytes download. 4 slots through to 6 slots. 2.5, 3, 4, 5 and 6 meter configuration. No, options. They're not configurations because they are separate ones. These are all under the mulchers. So if you are in the market for a mulcher, there's your Framests. There you go. So 2.5, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Obviously they require different horsepowers, 110, 130, 140, 150 and 160. Options are identical on all of them. So if I go like for that one, additional weights, yes or no. Then you've got option for rear attacher, front and rear. So you can put it on the front if you want to, or on the rear if you want to, or if you're only ever going to run it on the rear, then there's no point paying for the extra. It's up to you. And there you go. They are mulchers. So let's jump in, unfold it. Nice smooth animation. Don't think we've got any options for adjustment. It's just drop it down and away it mulches. There you go. There's your mulcher. That is the Framest Frapper pack. So next we have this little beauty. This is the JM Extended Reach 1112 Patriotic Farmer Edition US. Mouthful by Jolly Farms Modding. This is 18.58 megabytes download and 9 slots. So you can have it in standard, you can have it in Patriotic. It's interesting reading the description on this. And quite clearly there was a lot wrong with the standard base game version, and they have rectified all of those things. There's some interesting options on this one as well. So we go into our auger wagons and we go to there. So 73,525 for the base version. And we have got the option of, now, you don't have to match these up, but it would make sense if you did, but it's entirely up to you what you do. We've got Michelin, Mitas, J&M, back to Michelin. Now on this we've got the standard tyres, or we've got the Joules, which puts the ones on the inside like that, and then back again. If we go to the Mitas, we've got that one. Hang on, sorry, that one. And then we've got the 1050s, 1250s, back to 900s. Then we come to J&M and we've got these. So we've got the Storm Tracker tracks. Storm Tracker tracks. We've got the V4 track system, and then we've got the stabilizer tracks system, and then back again. And then hitch type at the front, we've got US hitch one way, US hitch inverted, and then we've got swivel ball hitch. You've got on the back your triangle. So we've got standard centered, base game left, not at all, or back on again. Then you've got the Farmer Edition decals, or the standard decals. No tarp or tarp. I went no tarp. I meant to go tarp and I went for the wrong option. Now, this is where things are a bit different. So, we've got 40,500 litres. So that is single wheel or floaters, 1,150 bushel capacity. So they've matched the bushels correctly with the literage. You've then got 1,125 bushel dual wheels if you've gone for that option. But again, you can go for the other options and have other options on here, but if you want to match them up. And then you've got the 1,175 bushel on tracks. So that changes your capacity from 40,500 to 39,600 to 41,400, which is more realistic to the real versions, apparently. And then we've got the various different J&M colours, or you can go for whatever colour you want on there as well. Rim colour, if you've gone for, actually what we should do is probably, there we go. So we've gone for a rim, should have gone upwards, don't know why I went down. You can change the rim colour if you've got a rim on there too. So they are very nice indeed. So as you can see, we've got the tracked version, one of the tracked versions. It is nice and made and detailed with our lighting on the back, indicators on there as well. So I didn't go for the tarp version. Now it comes, let's make sure we've got this, fold the auger wagon. So that's how it comes. So that's it properly folded. So when you're going wherever you're going, it's folded like that. And then you unfold it, which puts it into that position there, which is then ready for on the field. Once it's unfolded, then you can open your pipe. Pipe open then opens it right the way out for its operation. Once it's opened, we've got our operation 4. Side to side, we'll adjust our end nozzle. And if we turn the auger on, the auger's inside, he says. Was it unload here? There you go. The auger inside starts doing its thing. All the sounds you would expect from your auger wagon. Lovely job. That's the J&M. J&M extended reach. Next we've got, what have we got? Oh yes, we've got this. The Lizard Revolution. This by Roland Christie 1 VSR Modding SUR. I thought it should have a lot more options actually. 21.86 megabytes download and 14 slots. You will find this under your lorries, trucks, however you want to refer to it. No, it says trucks, but there you go. 87 grand for the base model. Starts at 480 horsepower, 580 horsepower, 650 horsepower, or 1,723. And even with that one on, it's only 118 grand. If you want to go for that, it's up to you. We've got Continental or we've got Lizard. Those are the two options. There's no options within those. So there's your Continentals, those are your Lizards. Decals, we got decal no or with decal. Those are your options. Short cabin 2, which puts the bumper on the front. Front exhaust or rear exhausts. No antennas or with antennas. Main colour, anything on that palette. Let's go red, for example. There you go. Decal colour, let's go white. Or again, whatever colour you want. Rim colour. And then license plates there as well. So quite straightforward. One minor problem. Now it may be intentional, but what I have found is the windows have got a kind of mist to them. It's a bit odd. Lights are pretty cool though. I like the side lights around the outside. That's pretty mint. So no options for doors or windows, but like I say, inside they're a little bit kind of misted, almost like frosted windows, which is weird for a lorry. I do like the design, and it comes, look, standard with a reverse camera over there as well, which is pretty cool. Be careful, because I'm getting a bit close to that. No, it's weird because the side mirror there doesn't look too bad at a distance, but this one looks quite misted. The front ones do, but that one looks alright. Isn't it odd? I wonder why that is. Anyway. Whoa! Didn't seem to want to change gear. Anyway, there's that. I need to speed up because we've got a lot of vehicles left now, and they've got options and things. You know the options and things. There we go. That's that. The Lizard Revolution. Next, we've got the CNH Harvester Pack by Just Farming. This is 23.56 megabytes download, 27 and 26 slots. This is in essence the two standard base game versions with some extra bells and whistles on. And that's not me putting the modders down or anything like that. That's just a point of fact. If we come down to here, you'll see 740 grand, 740 grand for the CR11 and the AF11. These two here are the modded versions. So this one has got more options in that we've got configuration standard or camouflage, if you want to go camouflage. We've got wheel brand, Michelin has the crawler track or front twins, which is the same as the base game version. Then you've got Trelleborg, Continental, Mitas, BKT, back to Michelin. Now this one's got full animations or basic. I went full, it's entirely up to you. Again, same as the standard one. We got short, long on our pipes. But this is different. So we've got main colour. I went for a kind of blue powery kind of look, but it's up to you. I'll just show you what colours change. So that one does that colour. That one does that colour. And then the last one, you've guessed it, let's go white, does all of that bit. So you can change the colours on this if you want to, with a license plate option as well. Capacity is the same, all the rest of it is the same. Now, if we move on to the case, that doesn't have colour options. That stays as it is, and it is, in essence, everything is the same as the base game version, apart from the fact you've got full animations or basic animations. And the animations are the same on both. So I've only got one of them out, but the animations will be the same. It just depends which version you want to go for, the case or the New Holland. So if we jump in here and start this up. So at the moment we are on control group, doors and steering wheel. R1, right stick side to side. Did that do the door? No, that did the nozzle at the back. That does the rear nozzle. Up and down does the door. L1, R1, right stick side to side. And that was in here. What changed? L1. Oh, it was right stick up and down. Does the steering wheel, right stick up and down. And then left stick up side to side did the window. That's the first one. Press triangle again. We've got terminals and armrests. So R1 up and down does all that. Shenanigans. L1, R1, right stick up and down, and right stick side to side does that monitor. Left stick slides that monitor round and round, all the way around like that. Whoosh. Press triangle again. We're on to maintenance hatches. So we've got open and close on those two. That's R1 and right stick side to side. L1, R1, right stick up and down. Does the rear section, closes that, and then left stick side to side opens and closes that access panel. Then we press triangle again, we're on to mirrors and engine hatches. So it was L1, R1, right stick side to side closes that one, right stick up and down, no, right stick side to side, yep, and then there you go, closes that one. And then what was the other one? This was mirrors, was it here? R1, right stick side to side, R1, right stick up and down. And press triangle again, we're back to our doors and steering wheel. So yeah, it's basically, I mean, like I say, this one has got more colour configuration options. They are basically the standard. Like I say, there's no unreal capacities, anything like that. You just get all the interactive control options on there as well if you want to configure them to your heart's content, really. The CNH Harvester Pack. Next we've got the MAN TGX 6x2 Straw Bale by CALERUEGA Modding Design. This is 28.17 megabytes download and 12 slots. Very nice looking bit of kit. I do like these decals here for people being aware of your angles, being in the blind spots. You need to be aware of those things. So this is also under your trucks. Just there, 145 grand for the base model. Auto load, yes or no? I went yes, but it's up to you. If you just want to place stuff on yourself or you want to do pallets and stuff, I mean, you could, I guess, put vehicles on. It doesn't have ramps, but we've got 540, 640 for our horsepowers. Front mounting does around the lights protection. Chassis colour, this is the reflective strip down the side of the back. We've got yellow or white on the reflective strip. We've got horn, yes or no. We've got mirrors, design 1, which has all the mirrors. Design 2 takes the side mirrors off. Design 3 puts those back but takes the front mirror off. Design 4, or say none, takes them all off and then back to all on. It's up to you. Blind spot stickers, yes or no. Don't have to have one if you don't want to. Main colour does the main cab. Design colour does the rear. And then, like I say, if you want to change the reflectors again, you can. Rim colour, license plate option on there as well. I've got 36 bales on here, I think. There's no doors or windows to open. Interior, not bad at all. Now it does say we can change work mode, so we can change it flatbed and ground. If I undo the tension straps now, stop unloading, and then put it into operating position, that should restack all the bales. There we go. Restack them all. Now L1 and right stick side to side should, there we go. Please let me put them to the ground. Let's change that again. Work mode, ground. Oh, it seems to be doing the same thing. Doesn't seem to matter which way I do it. Flatbed, ground, flatbed. Okay. Anyway, unload bales here. That's probably what it is. Let's go ground. Unload bales here. There we go. So if you've seen ground and flatbed, if you press unload here, it puts them back on the flatbed. If you have it on ground, it will put them wherever you move them to, and it will put them on the ground. I mean, it's fairly straightforward. It's a nice looking bit of kit actually. Not a bad price. Then if we put it back into stop unloading, operating position. Oh, it's not picking them up. Right, now we'll put it back onto flatbed. Ah, there you go. Okay, that's quite a cool option. It stops you from driving past and picking bales up by accident, which I have done plenty of times. Then you can unload them onto the trailer and then you can tension strap them down. If I do tension straps now, it goes through them because they are ethereal. If I unload bales here, they now have weight, mass, they are a thing, and then you can tension strap them. Bob's your uncle. That is the MAN TGX 6x2 straw bale. Next we have potentially a problem. We have the Bertu. The Bertu Bruin 4200, 35.62 megabytes download by Hispano, 14 slots, 36 meter spread width, customization options on this for colour and bits and bobs and capacity. I can't refill it. I've tried all different ways. So we've got Trelleborg, a Michelin, Friedrichstein, back again, Trelleborg, narrow and narrow, 2, and back again. Window tinting, we can go all the way up to 100%. 4,200 or 200,000 litre capacity. I'll go back to 0 on that. We've got our options for our Siro Pro Compact, Weed Seeker, pulse width modulation if you want all those on there as well. So it is set up to do all that if you've got precision farming on. Main colour does all of that. Design colour, let's go white. Does all of that, which is, I mean, you probably want to go for a different colour, but let's go for that. Roof colour, let's go yellow. Fenders we can change the engine grid colour, we can change the rear view mirrors colour, we can change the rim colour, and then license plate option as well. Now I've tried filling this up from Buying Things silos. I also got out an IBC of liquid fertiliser, then it won't fill up from that. I tried picking that up because I thought, well, it's very unusual because normally it would be pumps and stuff. I tried picking it up with a telehandler to hold it above it. There's no way to open, there's not an open cover option. L1, no open cover option. R1, no. L1, R1, no. So I'm not too sure. It's a bit odd. I can't. It certainly won't fill up from this one, and it won't fill up. Oh, you're joking. Did that just say start? No, that's. I was going to say that's for the fuel. Don't do that to me after just saying that. No, it just won't. I can't. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's nice with the fan on the back spinning. Hispano's still in the process of bringing over everything that has been, in inverted commas, missed. R1 right stick side to side. Oh, this is mirrors, isn't it? So we've got side to side and up and down. Does our mirrors. We've got those options. We've got all wheel steer or front wheel steer only. Opening it up gives you a massively wide track width, and then our 36 metre boom, which then can be raised and lowered. But like I say, I tried filling it up like this as well, open, because, and I thought once it's open, will it give me an option to like open cover, or? But again, I've got nothing for it. So unless I'm missing something glaringly obvious, and I've used plenty of sprayers over the years, but I can't fill it up. So yeah, don't know, potentially an issue. Don't know, maybe it'll get an update, but it is there if you can fill it. Next we've got the Valtra G series, also by Hispano. 32.52 megabytes download and 15 slots. You'll find this under small tractors, I believe it was. Yes, it was just there. 84 grand. We got 110 horsepower, 120 horsepower, 130 or 145. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Piketty, Friedrichstein, Nokian, back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg, I'll show you those. We've got wheel weights, wides, wide and weights, narrows, rear narrow, adds a small one on the back, then it goes to rear twins, twins, back to standard, then other configuration options are available in the other tyre brand choices. We've got design. Now this is to do with the side panel to your right armrest. We've got active or we've got Vertu, so it depends what version you go for, will change inside there. Front wheel fenders, yes or no. We've got beacons left and right, beacon left, right, no, left and right again. Again with window tinting all up to 100%. Front loader, quick, Hauer, no. Main colour does that, and then I'll go through the others. Design colour, let's go with orange. Then you've got design, next one, let's go white. Does that bit around the top of the roof. We've got front fenders, rear fenders, engine grid, rear view mirror, rim colour, license plate options as well. So you can change all those various different colour options. Again, a lot of the Hispano tractors have been like this with these options, and it will have the wing mirror options on it as well for adjustment when we go and actually get in it and have a look. So jumping in, starting it up. It doesn't have that Valtra. Didn't the version that we had on FS22 have like a metallic-y green? Wasn't it? I'm sure it was. I'm not saying you can't go with the metallic-y green option. But there's our lights, beacons, horn. There's no doors or windows, but R1 right stick, sorry, L1 right stick side to side does that one. Right stick up and down does that one. There's our mirror adjustment. And there you have it. The Valtra G series by Hispano. Just there. Next, we have got the Claas Torion. The Claas Torion eels. The Claas Torion 1177 to 1511. 16.51 megabytes download. 11 slots. This is by PowerausdemOsten. Teeth back in. You'll find it just there under your wheel loaders. Options on this: 140 horsepower, 155 horsepower, 167 horsepower, and then back again. We have Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, back to Trelleborg again. No options for twins or anything like that on this. It comes as it is. Exhaust, we have got black on the back or stainless. Then we've got main colour, anything on that palette does those sections at the front, and then rim colour options as well, so you can fiddle around with that too. And it does it's a wheel loader. We do have the option for our wheel loader things, which you would expect. Then L1, R1, we have got left stick side to side, opens and closes the door, like that. An interior right stick side to side did the window, like that. And yeah. There you go. Claas Torion. Next, got to speed up because the next one I think has got. Was the next one got a load of options? I'm trying to remember. We have got the Massey Ferguson 7700 South America series. Just here. It's broken down at the moment. 49.41 megabytes download, 23 slots by Gian FS. You will find this under. This was medium tractors. Just there. 130 grand for the base model. On the front we've got 3-point, we've got 0, 110, 220, 330, 440, 550, 660, 770, 880, 1145 kilo, 1145 kilo with bumper 1 and with bumper 2. So the weight still remains and you have the bumpers on there. I went for a bumper, you don't have to, it's up to you. Then now this is odd because it doesn't say anywhere there what the horsepower is. But we can go from the Dyna 6 to the 77, so we're at 7719, 7720, 7722, 7725, and then the 7725 chip, which is the most expensive, has 24,500, but it doesn't say anywhere what the horsepowers are. So I'm not too sure. But anyway, we've then got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT. We've got Lizard Wheels 1, Lizard Wheels 2, Rice Wheels. I'll show you on the Trelleborgs first. So wides, narrows, rear narrow twin. I won't read them all out. I'll just say, I will just look at them. Then we got that one, that, Lots of spacings for sugarcane and whatnot. If I go back now, and then you've got obviously all the other tyre choices with different options of those. Then we've got the Lizard Wheels 1. Back to standard. Lizard Wheels 2. They're a flatter, not as round tyre. Back to standard. Then the Rice Wheels. Quite a few different options. Then back to rice tyre. Weights model. So if you have got the weights still on, model 1 and model 2. So if you've got no weights on there, this option won't be there. Once you put weights on, weights model 1 or 2 comes up as an option. We've got fenders. We've got design 1. Design 2 extends the rear one. 3 adds the front one on. 4 puts front and rear on. Back to 1 again. Exhaust, we've got design 1, design 2, design 3, design 4 I went for, which has a kind of double opening in the top, which I quite like. Design 5 short, and then back to design 1. Numbers 1 through 9, which puts them on the side of the bodywork, like so. Cabin flags, we have got, I feel a bit left out actually. We've got Brazil, Rio Grande do Sul, Santa Catarina, Paraná, Argentina, United States, France, Germany, and then that's it. Back to no. Nothing for the UK. Wheel weights, we've got 400 kilo, 700 kilo, 1000 kilo. Back off again. Beacon lights, yes or no. Reverse beep, yes or no. Water tank puts it around this side, yes or no. Sound box inside, yes or no. Chassis colour, design 1, design 2, which gives you a darker version. Grille colour, design 1, design 2, again darker version. Then we've got, if you've got precision farming on, sorry, Pro Compact. Then colour options, let's go, for example, that. Window tint, we've got various different tints on here rather than a separate tint option. Rim colour, license plate option on there. 2. Now, how many options did this have? So, control group 1, doors, right stick side to side, does that door. R1, right stick side to side. L1, right stick side to side, does the other door. L1, R1, right stick side to side, does the rear window. Like so. Press triangle, interior animations, what was it on here? R1, right stick side to side, does the wheel. L1, right stick side to side, swivels your seat. L1, R1, right stick side to side, does your blind. Press triangle again, exterior animations. R1, right stick side to side, opens and closes your bonnet. L1, right stick side to side, raises and lowers your suspension. L1, R1 doesn't do anything. Triangle again, does mirror adjustment. R1, right stick side to side and up and down, does that. L1, right stick side to side and up and down, does that. Press triangle again, we're back to doors. It's a pretty cool thing. Funky. I went for the sugarcane spacing, but again, it's entirely up to you. Bit of suspension travel, so beacons, lights. Yeah, and it does the thing. There you go. There's the speaker box. You can see the speaker down there. Phew, the Massey Ferguson 7700 South America series. Next we've got the International 50 series. This by EuroMilk. This is 20.11 megabytes download and 9 slots. This you'll find under small tractors. And it's just there. Options on this. We have got 120 horsepower, 140 horsepower, 165 horsepower. Those are our choices. But to be fair, 165 horsepower for 47 grand. That's not bad. No front 3-point, but I mean, at the end of the day, it will still do a bit of work, won't it? We've got Trelleborg, Continental, Michelin, Vredestein, back again. I'll show them the Trelleborgs. Reverse rims, wheel weights, reverse rims and inner weights. Plough dual, so it gives you that side and that side's blank for your plough. Rear twins, back to, and so then standard 2, which gives you almost your 4-wheel drive version. Same options then again for the weights, rear twin, twin all round, back to standard, and then the other tyre choices have similar options. Front weight, yes or no. Front loader, quick, no. license plate option as well, straightforward. It's a very thin, it's a narrow, long tractor, this one. Lights, no beacons, indicators up on the top of the cab, as you can see. So lights on the back. It's an interesting sounding one as well. This is one of those ones, if you were spending a whole day doing field work, you'd have to have headphones on, ear defenders. Can you imagine that being the noise all day? Nice detail inside though. Didn't have doors or windows, did we? No. There you go. The International 50 Series. Which brings us to the last of the mods. This popped up quite late actually. Now, be prepared, console gamers out there, if you're watching. We've drawn the short straw, I'm afraid. This is the Hubtex Max 45 by Creative Mesh. 25.1 megabyte download and 6 slots. So, now I remember this popping up on the Creative Mesh Discord, and they sent out early access to people if they wanted it on PC and that kind of thing. With a description, and this is a very, very cool bit of kit. It's a very cool bit of kit anyway on console, because there's an option on this which for me I think is phenomenal. But this doesn't have all the options that the PC version does, unfortunately. So anyway, you'll find out the forklift trucks, 95 grand. So we've got wheel setup standard or standard 2, which gives you a sort of smoother wheel for indoor work and a slightly maybe outdoor work one. Fork carriage small or large, so if you're using bigger crates, maybe containers, it's up to you. We've got work lights, none. We've got A and B, so that goes on the top, A and B. We've got C on its own. We've got A, B and C, or A, B, C and D. We've got beacon lights which are on automatically, yes or no. We've got safety beacon, yes or no. We've got mirrors, yes or no. Door setup, if you take that off, you don't have a door in there at all. Design colour, we can pick and choose what colour we want it to be. That's up to you. Those are our choices. Now the real world version of this is a 360-degree vehicle, which means as you're driving you can change its direction of travel on the move any direction you want. It's perfect for doing narrow work down lanes, shelving. If you're trying to get around tight corners, you can. It's astounding what the real world version of this can do. Now the description for the PC version says, for intuitive operation, the 360-degree HX steering allows all 4 driving directions to be selected while driving. The console version doesn't have that little bit in it. It doesn't have that paragraph, so we don't have that, unfortunately. If we jump in and start it up, don't get me, it's still cool. It's still cool. There's all our lights on, beacon. So there's our lights. Horn. Let's turn the beacon off. So we've got forwards, backwards, and we can steer it, and it'll work like a forklift. It'll do the forklift thing. So we have got all-wheel steer, and then we can go rear-wheel steer only. But we don't have the 360-degree stuff. But what we do have, which is very, very cool. So L1, right stick side to side, tilts it like that, and up and down. So we've got this tilt here of the carriage, and we got up and down. And it goes up a fair way, and it follows as you go up, which is quite cool. I like that because it's following the whole thing, which is pretty mint. We do have the option L1 and X to open the door, so if you haven't got the door on, doesn't matter, but if you've got the door, you can open and close the door like that. R1, right stick side to side, opens and closes our carriage, the width of it. And then we've also got forwards and backwards, brings the whole carriage out. So this works a little bit like the power finger one on the back of the lorry, that you can pick things up, you can bring them backwards, and then you can bring the carriage down, and you can rest them on the supports if you want to when you're transporting wherever you're going. But that's not the cool feature on this. What I like for I guess you've got in the PC version, but like I say, we don't have the full range of motion, but what we do have is this. Camera angles. That's that camera angle. This is this camera angle, and that's cool. That does actually make life a little bit easier. You wait for the next one. Look at that. That and you've got your tilt backwards and forwards, so you can get the absolute perfect as you come up to it. So we can adjust our forks in if we need to, we can adjust ourselves if we need to, and we can see exactly what we need to do. Then we come forward with our whole carriage. That camera angle is staggeringly good. My forks are on. I can now come back out of there, raise the whole thing up, tilt it, do what I want to do, bring the whole carriage back. I think for that camera angle alone, it's well worth it. It is very cool. Like I say, it's a pity we haven't got all the extras, but hey, you know what? That'd be console life. It is electric, as you can probably tell, so we'll need charging. And if you want to, you can bring that down. Oh, we've got to be careful actually. Let's bring that right the way back. There we go. Oh, it's not actually. Oh, it's because, no, of course I can't release it, can I? Because the forks are still within the pallet. But I am resting it. That's now not on the forks. That is on the actual bed bit. And you can raise it up and, yeah. So it takes a lot of pressure off the actual rig itself when you're in operation. There you go. That's the Hubtex Max 45 by Creative Mesh, and that's it for the mods for Thursday the 27th of November. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.